In today's video, I'll be ranking the fighters in Cobra Kai Season 1 from worst to best. I'll be using a tier list format and discussing each fighter's performance throughout the season, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated for future tier list videos covering each season. Starting off with D tier, we have Bert. His low rating is pretty self-explanatory as he just stands still in his only fight and gets beaten quite easily. Moving on to C tier, I had a bit of trouble comparing Aisha and this unnamed character. If you know his name, please let me know in the comments. Even though we didn't see many feats from him, I placed him slightly above Aisha based on Miguel's tough battle against him, which seemed comparable to his fight with Xander, who easily defeated Aisha. For B tier, we have Xander and then Hawk slightly above him, although they might be at the same level or Xander being slightly better, but I'm going to give it to Hawk since he was able to score a point on unfocused Robbie and then was able to keep up with him for a bit when Robbie was balanced, but he still doesn't have enough feats to get him any higher on the list. Moving on to the top 3 best teen fighters in A tier, I know this is going to be a controversial one, but in third place we have Miguel. Now before you start calling me a biased fanboy, let me explain. Miguel was just barely able to beat an injured Robbie who was only using one arm, and the only reason Miguel won the fight is because he was playing dirty. If he had never done that, he would have lost to an injured Robbie. Now for the most controversial opinion, I have Sam as the second best teen fighter. Well, she doesn't have many feats in Season 1, in Season 2 we see her spar with Robbie and they are around at the same skill level. And I know that she gets the point when they spar, but Robbie seems quite distracted while fighting her, so he most likely wasn't fighting at his best. So I'm going to give Robbie the benefit of doubt and have him above Sam, but it could go either way. Moving on to the 2 best fighters of Season 1, Johnny and Daniel. It's a bit tough to scale these two in Season 1 since we don't have any feats from them, but we do know that Daniel continued his training up until Mr. Miyagi's death, while Johnny hadn't touched karate since the All Valley and Karate Kid 1. So for that reason, I'm going to place Daniel as the best fighter in Cobra Kai Season 1. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more tier list videos like this in the future. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out my video where I go over who is the better fighter between Johnny and Daniel in every season.